First carry now for David Montgomery. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, Montgomery. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. That'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Watch the screen. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Throwing is Rodgers. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Khalil Mack. It's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Strong right. Strong right. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
Here's Taylor. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop.
Check. You gotta get moving, man. Man moving. You gotta get that.
Now Taylor. And he'll find Hall. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 20. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Bears have taken the lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Back north. Bang, bang. Kill.
Now on 2nd and 13. Rodgers under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Roquan Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Exit. Hey, switch gears. Hey, black. Watch safety creeping. Gun. Safety's creeping. On the 50. Mike 54.
Now it's Rodgers. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bears take over. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. The Patriots, they've opened a 2-touchdown advantage in that one. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Let's go. Pittsburgh. 44. Check tight. Check tight. Check tight. Go. 44 to Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here.
On 2nd and 9, Taylor going up top for Miller. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He completes this into the hands of Miller. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
No move to pull the offense. Taylor's going to go for it.
Check back. Check back. Shield. Watch the shield.
The catch made by Miller. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
And the Bears 1st down.
Throw left side complete. It's Hall. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the Packers' 37-yard line.
Here we go. What's that? Let's see out low. It's free. Check, 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 check. Go, go. 44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. All day, pump.
Again, it's Taylor. And he completes it to Cohen. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 26.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Chicago.
Ready. Mike Fofo. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line. Chance.
Now Taylor on 1st down. That is caught by Cohen. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 27-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Two minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. From the gun, it's Taylor. The quick slant caught. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears. Touchdown. Anthony Miller, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to
pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Leonard Floyd, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now.
Get 300. Get 300.
Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, he's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Back north. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Stay with your man. Switch. Check.
Now Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. They'll get 34 yards there.
And that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Big stop, let's go.
Here's Rodgers. Going to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 26.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tonyan complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
The first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Rodgers to throw once more. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Taylor. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Check, look. Here we go. 25, check 25. Go. Off. Spoke to Mike. Mike spoke.
Taylor now to throw on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. After the interception, here's Taylor. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. 30, 10, touchdown, Packers. Kareem Hunt, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. It's complete, and he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. To Montgomery to begin the drive. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go! Keep the Pittsburgh. Let's go. Coming to you. Coming to you.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Mike, 44. Here we go. We're ready. Watch it. Watch it. Head, move.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They try again with Cohen, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
All day, just like that. Just like
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Eddie Jackson picks it. The 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
From the 31, Rodgers. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
From the 39, Rodgers. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a first down pickup of 8. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. I'm coming.
Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Check three.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. Man open, it's St. Brown has got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line. Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On the run, this is Hunt. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything.
Now this one complete on the slant route. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the return will stop right around the 25.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch 32, watch 32. Check, hey. Check, go.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at Lambeau. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Taylor running the option left. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They go play action now. Taylor. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And now here is another interception. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
A 1st down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Again, it's Cohen. He's got a 1st down past the 30. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Bears on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. On the ground, it's Montgomery. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Montgomery, they'll run for it. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Taylor. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. A huge play there for Chicago. 49 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Oh, Taylor going to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Here's another first and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Now it's Taylor. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Javon Wims, the intended target, but it'll be second and goal. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
An incomplete pass on first down. Here's second and goal.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. He's crashing. He's checking crash. It's our time.
Throwing now is Taylor. And he'll find Hall. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a third and goal. They come out here in the eye. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal.
Far down. Stay in. Watch 80. He likes to get those balls.
Here's Taylor. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. As the Bears push further out in front. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
The point after is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
At their own 38-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers get a score closer. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for two. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Check. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Taylor going to throw it. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Taylor to throw. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and it's 3rd down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. It's caught. It's Miller. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
Hey, Charlie. Hey, 1 set. Check Mike 54.
Now Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 30.